Yo, what up, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. Listen, you trying to get ripped? You trying to get ripped? You trying to get shredded? All right, cool, man. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something that most people don't know that can really accelerate your fat loss. And if you're not doing this, you're really, really slowing down your progress. I don't want that to happen to you. Watch this video to find out what it is. Let's go. All right, summer is on the way. I know you're trying to get ripped. I know you're trying to get shredded. Women are going to be walking around with less clothes on, man. You're going to want to holler at thoughts when you see them, and you're not going to want to be fat when you're doing it because the likelihood of success dramatically decreases. All right, so I want to help you out. I want to help you accomplish your goals this summer and really live your best life. Okay, so this is what you're going to need to do to burn fat. You got to what? You got to burn more calories you consume. You got to be in a caloric deficit. I want to tell you a way you can do it without even going to the gym. All right, this is gonna be really good for people who are students, or you have a job, or any other dumbass excuse that you guys are always throwing at me. This is gonna take away all your fucking dumbass excuses. And now you're gonna have to just do this or live the rest of your life as a fat bitch. All right, so let's do it. You a fat motherfucker. It's time to stop being a fat motherfucker. Let's get ripped. All right, so pay attention. Take notes, motherfucker. Most people, when they want to get ripped, they're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna start going to the gym, and gym memberships rise, and people start, training, man, I'm gonna start training, man, like an hour a day. Shit, I'll train 90 minutes a day. All right, cool. But there's a better way. And I'm gonna tell you how I first discovered this. When I was in my early 20s, my father committed suicide. I don't want to go into that story. I talked about it before, but I struggled with that some. So I went to a psychiatrist and I talked to him for a minute. And one of the things he suggested, he was like, Brandon, what you need to do for a half hour every day, just go for a walk. All right, just go for a walk. Don't listen to any music. Put your phone on airplane mode. I don't even think airplane mode was a thing then, right? I don't think we had smartphones, but like, don't fuck with your phone. Don't listen to music. Just walk. I just want you to walk and just think. And I started doing that, and I was thinking too, and it was actually very helpful psychologically. But what I also noticed, man, I started getting ripped. I was like more ripped, significantly more ripped after a few weeks of doing this. And then right after that, I got a job. I was security guard at the Prada store in Soho, pretending to stop people from stealing. This old white lady, right? I opened the door for her. Surely she's not a thief. As fate would have it, she stole a $5,000 purse, and I just opened the door for her and she walked out. And by the time I found out, I was like, whatever, fuck it. So anyway, I had this job. I was standing up all day and opening this big heavy door, the Prada store in Soho. I was also going for a walk 30 minutes a day, and I just started getting ripped, man. And I was already like working out and training, but I just noticed that the fat loss really accelerated. And the reason that happened was because of something called NEAT. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And basically that's a fancy way of saying, hey man, it's the calories you burn when you're not exercising, when you're not in the gym. See, a lot of you guys think I'm just gonna work out more, I'm just gonna train more, but you're gonna train, you're gonna go to the gym for like an hour, and you're gonna do that 4 to 5 times a week. So you're gonna only be working out like fucking 5 hours a week total. How many calories can you really burn during that time? And I'm not saying it's useless, right? Because it's definitely useful, and I'm a huge proponent of exercise. I don't know if you noticed, but wouldn't it make more sense to try to burn more calories during the other 23 hours of the day? All right, you sleep 8 of them, so let's say the other 13 hours of the day, when you're not sleeping, when you're not training, wouldn't it make more sense to try to maximize that time and burn calories during that time? Couldn't you hypothetically burn way more calories during that time than you could within only that 1 hour? Yes, you can. Like significantly more, like 10, 20 times more. And that's what NEAT is all about. So what I do now when I'm cutting, yeah, I still work out hour and 90 minutes a day. But what I do now is I try to consciously burn more calories throughout the day while I'm doing stuff. For example, I live in an area of Queens called Forest Hills, right? I take the Long Island Railroad from Forest Hills to Midtown Manhattan. Takes about 10 minutes, quick, lickety split. Normally I would transfer there to the 1 train and take it to 72nd Street. And that's where our office is, 72nd Street, right over by Central Park. Instead of transferring, what I do is when I get out in Midtown, I walk about 35 blocks from Midtown to our office. I listen to audiobooks or podcasts. Hey, good podcast is me and Connor Murphy got a podcast called the Adonis Podcast. You should check it out, man. It's lit. Best podcast on the internet. Work my brain while I'm trying to burn more calories. Then when I get to the office, we live on the top floor penthouse because we out here balling. balling. So instead of taking the elevator, I take the stairs, top floor, right? Now I'm burning more calories while I'm doing regular shit. I'm at my desk right now. This is my desk. This is a standing desk. So I don't sit down while I work. I'm standing up. So I'm burning significantly more calories than the average office worker. When it's time for lunch, there's plenty of places on this block I can eat lunch, but instead I walk a little further and eat lunch somewhere where I have to, walk a nice distance to. And also, when I'm taking my meetings, I'm either walking around pacing this office like a madman, or I go outside. I just go outside and take my meetings and stuff on the phone while I'm walking around. I just walk around the block. And now I'm burning significantly more calories throughout the day before I even hit the gym. It's 5 o'clock now. I'm going to the gym after this. I've burnt 500 extra calories already just doing regular shit. I will not burn that many calories in the gym for the hour I'm there. This will take your fat loss to the next level if you consciously try to get more NEAT, more non-exercise activity thermogenesis. If you consciously do this, I promise you it will take your fat loss to the next level. What I suggest you do is get something that tracks your movement, your calories, Fitbit, iWatch, like I got an Apple iWatch or whatever. You can do it with just your iPhone too. I think there's apps on your iPhone that tracks your steps, and preferably one that links with MyFitnessPal. If that's what you're using to track your calories through the day, that's what I use, and it syncs up with that. So it tells me exactly how much I burned versus how much I've eaten, because you gotta burn more calories you consume. Consciously try to burn as many calories when you're not in the gym as you can. So you can do shit like clean up the house, right? Honestly, you can do stuff like clean up the house, park further away. I live in New York. It's kind of easier for me because, we just do more walking. Consequently, if you notice, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Chicago, and I got family in other parts of the country like Pittsburgh and stuff. People are fat as hell in these other cities, like fat as hell. But in New York, more people are a lot slimmer. And it's because we walk more, we get more NEAT. Park further away, maybe just walk to work if you can. Try to commute some way where it's physical. Get a standing desk if you can. If you can't do that, then maybe you walk for lunch, like I talked about in the beginning of this. Maybe walk the dog a little further. Your dog will love that. And walk the girlfriend. Just be like, hey, baby, let's go on a little walk, man. I just want to get out in nature with you, And she'll appreciate that. It'll probably be good for your relationship. And she'll think it's like romantic. Really, man, you just trying to burn some calories, man. Thinking like this. If you do enough NEAT, bro, you don't even have to do cardio because you're kind of doing like mild cardio throughout the day. If you do enough NEAT, you do not have to do cardio. Now, I'm going to do cardio anyway because I'm elite. But if you're just a guy and you just want to, lose some fat, get in some better shape, NEAT is all you really need. I think this is the hierarchy when it comes to burning fat. Obviously, diet is key. You can't out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training, right? So diet is the key. Right, it's number one. If you want to know what diet I use to burn fat and build muscle, link in the description. I got a free video course all about the diet I use, but you can use any diet as long as you're burning more calories you consume. Underneath that, I used to say it was exercise, training, but I think it's NEAT. Like NEAT is the second most important thing, then training, then supplements, right? I own a supplement company and I'm telling you that it's like last on the pyramid, right? I'm being transparent about that. Now, I suspect you don't hear a lot of people talking about it because it's hard to sell fucking NEAT. Like, I don't have a course on this. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I think this is important. It's the second most important thing you can do after diet if you're trying to burn fat. And plus, if you don't have time to work out or you have school or whatever, or things are stressful, man, then just focus on the NEAT, man. And you don't have to do any cardio. You should still lift weights. I think every man above the poverty line should lift weights on a consistent basis. You don't have to do that boring cardio. You don't even do HIIT cardio. Like, I love HIIT cardio, but you don't have to do it just to lose fat. Like, if you have performance for a sport, or if you're doing it for health reasons, that's different. But just for burning fat, diet's the most important thing. But then if you get your NEAT right, you won't have to do cardio. So I suggest you get one of these trackers, man. I hope I articulated that in a way that you are understanding it. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave the comments. When these videos first go up, I usually respond to all the comments. I usually respond to all the comments. Most of the comments, unless it's some dumb shit. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Just do it. Just do it, man. Just stop fighting it, bro. Stop fighting it. Just subscribe, man. And turn on notifications. Because, come on, man. I got so much knowledge in this brain. I'm trying to spray on you, all on your face. You don't want to miss out on that. So turn on notifications. Hey, follow me on Instagram. My name is King Keto. I reply to DMs. No, I don't. But I do sometimes. And I might reply to yours. So follow me on the gram. I love you guys. Peace.